Claudius sat in his office with a box with Antonio's personal belongings. Among the items were a necklace that Antonio had received from his father, and another was his student scholarship, which he had been awarded when he was declared a full-fledged AG8 agent several years ago. But now the belongings had been given to Claudius after Antonio had been arrested for treason 3 days ago. No one, of course, knew that it was Claudius who had anonymously submitted the recording where Antonio revealed his plans to betray AG8. But it was the law. Contact with people of Marcia without permission from the ruling government was forbidden, and the ruler was no one other than the head of AG8, himself and his closest advisors. But no one could ever find out that Claudius was behind it. Especially not Antonio's wife. He didn't want his own godchildren to seek revenge on him in the future. Yet Claudius felt something else growing inside him. Guilt. Antonio was his best friend since they were children. Not only that, Antonio was his bonded brother, his parabatai. He would never recover from this, but he would have to live with it for all eternity, with an emptiness in his soul. And if he spared Antonio, the rest of Tarragona would rise against him. Claudius had hoped that Antonio's father would buy him out of the trial, but it seems like that wasn't going to happen. Despite all the messages that Claudius had sent to Mr. Moretti, it didn't seem as though Antonio's father would come to save Antonio. Claudius' hands were tied, and there was no way out for him. He had to be strong and do what he had promised Antonio, to take care of his 2 children, no matter what happened, to protect and raise them as his own. But to do that, he had to get Antonio's wife, Cassandra, out of the way. She might expose him, and that could not happen. Claudius took out the photo of him and Antonio that had been taken by Antonio's father on their first day at AG8 Academy. Claudius felt tears well up in his eyes, and he sobbed. Why did the angels do this to him? He wondered. What had he done to disappoint them? He had dedicated his life to the angels and to protecting humanity. And now he had to betray his closest friend, his bonded brother, his true soul friend. Claudius looked at the photo in his hand, and tears streamed down his cheeks. He wiped them away and placed the photo back into the box. He closed the box and swallowed hard. He glanced out the window and looked down again. This was the end of a friendship he could never reclaim.